Hey friends, it's me J65_, and today we are going to be doing a different sort of video from what I do normally. So basically, these are people I've had crushes on in the past, slash have a crush on currently, and I'm just going to rank them because I thought it would be a good idea. So we're starting with Bender from Futurama, and this is like a scale of how much I want to sleep with them slash be in a relationship with them, you know? So we'll start with Bender. I mean, currently I don't really care because I used to have a crush on him. That's what we're sort of doing here. So like, I'm ranking them how I feel about them now as opposed to how I felt about them when I used to like him. So we'll start with Bender. I guess I'll put him in C tier. So like, if he was like, will you sleep with me? I wouldn't say no, but like, I wouldn't, you know, jump at the opportunity, if you get what I mean. Okay, Jeff Kaplan. I actually wrote a fanfiction about this guy, which is pretty abysmal, if I do say so myself. That wasn't a smart idea. I put Jeff in D tier. I don't really care. Okay, so John Carter, he's from ER, which is a TV show. Came out in '94. My mum, she was like, oh Jay, I love this TV show, do you want to watch it with me? And I was like, sure, why not? So I did. So we'll put Johnny Boy B tier, because I like him, he's attractive. Okay, Chase Deveneaux, I don't know if you've seen Carmen Sandiego, like the new one that's on Netflix, but that's what he's from. And like with French guys, I normally don't like the accent. The only French people I've ever encountered have been Tamaki Suo from Align High School Host Club and Aoyama from My Hero Academia, and also France from Hetalia. Those people are so annoying for no reason. So like, that's my perception of French people. I'm sure not all French people are like that. I mean, Hetalia is based on stereotypes. Anyway, so it was weird for me to like a Frenchman. I guess he can go in C tier as well. No, I'll put him in B actually. He's funny, he makes me laugh. I like how bad he is at his job. Yeah, okay, so this, obviously this is terrible, but I have to make a disclaimer that I don't condone abusing children, or your wife, or any of your family ever, because, you know, if you've seen My Hero Academia, you know what's up. But this guy's a piece of shit, I hate him. I used to like him, but thankfully I don't anymore. I saw him, I was like, hot, and, you know, it went on from there. So I'm gonna put him in C, because, actually no, I'm putting him in people I'd sleep with for the bragging rights, because I would. Right, James Marriott, so I like this guy a lot, he's great, he's a YouTuber. He's very, I don't know, he's just nice. And I feel like he'd be really nice to hug and stuff. So I'm gonna put him in A. I don't want to sleep with him, but I feel like, actually I'll put him in S. I don't want to sleep with him, but I feel like he'd be an amazing boyfriend. And also very comfy to cuddle, so. Next up is Rudy Jaeger. I don't know if any of y'all have played Wolfenstein The Old Blood, but he's the main antagonist of that. Well, he's one of the antagonists. So this guy, he's a lot. The reasons I'm attracted to him are because he is 6'9", I like tall guys. He's German, I like German guys. He is very muscular, I like muscles. And he's got big hands. And I love that. So, yeah, I'm gonna put him in S. I'm very, very thirsty. Unfortunately, his favourite pastime is feeding prisoners to his dogs, which is a little bit fucked up. But he's not, he is a Nazi, which is bad, obviously. Should I say Nazi? I'm gonna have to censor that. So that's obviously a bad thing. But in the game, he actually has like a personality. Like all the other Nazis that you shoot, they don't have a personality, they'll just be like, huh? If they like spot you or whatever, or they say it when they see you and they're like, yo, I'm gonna shoot you. So yeah, he has a personality though, and genuinely at the end of the fight, when I was gonna perform the finishing move, I just sat there for like a good 5 minutes and just cried. Because I was so sad, because like early on in the game you have to dispose of his dog. Because if you don't, she'll kill you. His dog Greta. And throughout the fight, he's just complaining about the fact that you killed his dog. He's all like, it's so sad. He's all like, oh, Greta was the happiest dog in Germany. She didn't have a bad bone in her body, and it made me feel so bad. Because like, you know, dogs dying in movies is sadder than people dying. So it just made me really sad. And the thing is with Greta, his dog, she looks exactly the same as every single other camp fund in the entire game. So I didn't know that, like, I didn't know he had like an emotional connection to her, I guess. It sounds kind of bad, but yeah. Okay, let's ignore that. Okay, so this guy is Vlad King from My Hero Academia. I like his teeth. His teeth kind of make me a little bit thirsty. I'm not that attracted to him now. I think I'll put him in this tier. Yeah. Obviously he's much better than NG, like he's not a piece of shit like NG is. We don't actually know that much about Vlad yet. I'm only watching the anime, so no manga spoilers please. But I'm sure we'll find out more in the future, maybe. Because I just know him as the teacher for Class 1B. Anyway, Dexter Morgan. I don't know if any of you have watched the TV show Dexter. If you haven't, I strongly recommend it. It's honestly fantastic. It's wonderful. It's about this guy called Dexter who's a serial killer, but he also works for the Miami Metro Police Station as a forensics expert, so a quote-unquote lab geek. So I like this guy a lot. He has a good face. He's played by Michael C. Hall, who's super old now. Unfortunately, but Dexter's nice. He has a nice face. I like his personality. He only kills bad people, which is bossing. And fortunately, I guess, but it was just a coincidence. But me and my mum, because I was watching it with her, me and my mum happened to watch the episode where he kills a Nazi on Hitler's birthday. You know, on April the 20th. So that's pretty interesting. I like that a lot. And I was like, oh, the best way to celebrate. Obviously not actually celebrating Hitler's birthday. I hate that man. He is garbage. He's just, you know, yeah, everyone's been taught history, you'll know what he did. So I'm going to put Dexter in A tier because I like him a lot and I would definitely sleep with him. If given the opportunity, which I won't be because he's fake. So yeah. So next is Duke Nukem, and I don't really care for this guy's personality, and I also haven't played any of the games, but I've seen the memes of like people voicing him and stuff, and it's honestly the funniest thing. And he's tall and muscular, and he's a badass, so that's like and has big hands, I'm assuming. I haven't actually paid much attention to that, but that's like my criteria, you know? So I'm gonna put Duke in B. Like his voice lines and stuff, it's funny, and the whole the ones that people make up as well, like I'm going to drive under the influence. Obviously I can't do a Duke Nukem voice, my voice doesn't go that low, wish it did, but it'd be like that sometimes. Okay, so Richard Hammond, you've probably seen Top Gear. If you haven't, I don't know whether Top Gear is just a British thing, I don't know what's up with that, but he used to be in the old Top Gear along with Mclaughlin and James May. And I like this guy a lot. He was my first celebrity crush. Like, my dad used to watch a ton of Top Gear, so I was there and I just thought he was cute. So, I put him in D because he goes in that tier actually because I absolutely would. He's kind of old now, so it is whatever. Okay, so Mario Brothers. They were my first fictional crush, both of them. And you know the song that goes, "Kama, kama, 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 chameleon." I used to sing that, but in the red, gold, and green bit, I would ignore the gold bit. I wouldn't say the gold bit, you know, because Mario is like red and Luigi's blue. not blue, green, and it was honestly cringe, and I'd sing that every single night before I went to bed. It was horrible. I'm honestly such an embarrassment to myself all the time, apart from when I'm not speaking, and also when I'm sleeping. So I literally don't care about them too anymore. Steve Baxwell. So he's the presenter from Deadly 60. And I was actually talking to my friend last night about this video that I plan to make. This one that you're watching. And she was like, that guy from Deadly 60 is kind of spicy, and found a picture of him and sent it me, and I was like, holy, because I forgot about that guy. Like, I forgot he existed, and I also forgot that I used to like him for some reason. I don't know, but he goes in D tier because I don't care. Actually, no. Because I totally would. By the way, I am omitting all, like, people I've had a crush on who I actually exist within the vicinity of, so, like, people from school or whatever. Okay, so, Mclaughlin, apparently this guy's 6'7", which is ridiculous. I haven't fact-checked that, I probably should have, but it doesn't matter. So yeah, Mclaughlin, that's from Good Mythical Morning, and I think he's attractive and he seems like a good boy, so I'll put him in B tier. I won't sleep with him, but I feel like he'd be good in a relationship. Anyway, it's time for the Undertale boys, and I mean Papyrus and Underfell Papyrus. So, in year 8, I watched Jacksepticeye, I assume, or Markiplier, I want to do that. I watched them play Undertale. And I was like, yo, I like that skeleton's personality a lot. So, yeah, I got a crush on Papyrus, and the reason I started writing fanfiction is because I liked Papyrus, and I was like, yo, I'm gonna write a fanfiction about this guy, because I love him that much. And so I wrote my first not safe for work fanfiction, and first fanfiction also, and it was so bad. Like, the smut was so badly written, it was so cringe, it was horrible. But it was my first time, so, like, what are you gonna do about it? And I had no prior experience, other than reading other people's fanfiction. And I don't remember much about year 8, apart from people sort of stopped bullying me after I was like, hey, popular girls, do you want to read a fanfiction that I wrote? Because I guess people figured out that I didn't have any shame and you couldn't embarrass me no matter how hard you tried, which is kind of true, I guess. Anyway, Papyrus, I'd sleep with him. Yeah? Actually, no. Because he's too innocent, I would not sleep with him. But this guy, however, yeah, absolutely. Because he's sharp. You know, like his costume and his personality, he's just a sharp boy. And I feel like he'd be good at adult fun time. I mean, I'm pretty sure everyone would on here because they're adults. I don't know if they're adults. God, I hope they are. 1 second. Cool, they're both 26. Okay, no FBI open up for me. Anyway, so yeah. You know, Underfell Papyrus, I feel like he's pretty kinky as well. I mean, look at him, you know? And fan art of him, and fanfiction of him, you know, all that stuff. So, our next one is Gordon Ramsay. I blame my mum for this, because I was, like, watching TV with her, and she's like, yo, do you want to watch some Gordon Ramsay? And I was like, sure, why not? And we started watching The F Word, and I was like, oh, this guy's kind of hot. You know, it just escalated from there. I was at my dad's, and I was like, yo, Gordon Ramsay's kind of hot. Like, I texted my mum, and she was like, yeah, he is. And I was like, so then I wrote 3 fanfictions about him, but we don't talk about that. So this guy can go on People I Sleep With for the bragging rights tier, because I would. Okay, Rainn Wilson, I hate this one. Basically, I watched the US version of The Office, and for some reason I fucking like Dwight. I don't know why. I don't know who in their right mind would, apart from, no, Angela doesn't count, she doesn't exist. I mean, all of these don't. Most of them don't, anyway. Rainn Wilson, no, I don't want to sleep with him. Cinna Kaufman, I watched Parks and Rec, and then I watched some Nick Offerman content, and I was like, oh, this guy's kind of nice, and then I wrote fanfiction about him, because that's what I do. Okay, so Nick Offerman, he's cool, I like him. He can go in C tier. Because I'd probably sleep with him if he asked me. Okay, so he's another guy from ER, Dr. DeBanco. I don't know why I liked him. He's so old for no reason. But I liked him better with short hair. Because he does get it cut, like, short in the show. I don't know, I like doctors because big brain, and doctors are probably rich, I don't know. D tier, I don't care. Germany, and I don't mean the country. So I've seen Hetalia, I really like Hetalia. Some people don't like it, that's fine. But I like it a lot. So I like Germany a lot. From Hetalia, he's great. He's very hot. He's very tall and masculine, and like, he looks great in The Beautiful World, you know, where he wears that, like, that yellow sweater vest. He wears that, and the glasses, which are also yellow, and he just looks so nice, and I like his hair and eyes and stuff. He looks the same as Sweden, except he has a different hairstyle. Sweden's also hot, but he doesn't qualify as one of my crushes because I've never had a crush on him. He's just existed, and I'd be like, oh, cool, he's attractive, you know? Germany, S tier, absolutely I would. He is well spicy, and I can't wait for the Funimation to dub season 7 of Italia, which is going on at the moment. Fun fact, I watched the first episode of season 7 the other day, even though it's only the sub version. And I'm a very emotional person, right? And I saw Germany and I almost cried because I was so happy to see him again after all this time. I know I sound like a right sado, that's because I am. But yeah, I love Germany. The reason I watched the dubbed version of Italia is because one of my flatmates said it was funnier than the subbed version. I haven't seen the subbed version, I'll probably watch it at some point, but I don't want anything to have like a conflict like in my memory, because I've got bad memories as it is and I don't want anything to screw it up. So I'm gonna stick with the dub for now until until I've finished the dub, then I'll watch the sub. Just realised I've spelled his name wrong. It's supposed to say C-Dog-VA. He's a voice actor on YouTube. He's called Connor, and I like him a lot. He looks like a good boy, and he looks nice to hug. I don't want to sleep with him, but he's cool, and I like him. It'd be cool to meet him one day. I think he's really attractive as well, and he calls himself like ugly and shit, and it makes me really annoyed because he's not. Okay, so Danny Gonzalez, the reason I used to like this guy is because he was funny. Like, his videos used to make me laugh so hard. His songs are funny as well. He can go in D tier. I don't know. He can go in C tier. I don't want to sleep with him, but he can go in C tier with Bender. I don't really have a reason for that. He can go in C tier. Okay, so Jack Morrison. So when I started playing Overwatch shortly after it came out in 2016 or 2017, I was like, oh cool, hot old man. And I got a crush on him. I think it was mainly because I actually got the Origins edition, so I got the Commander 76 skin with it, but I saw that skin and I was like, oh, he's kind of spicy. So yeah, that's why I liked him. I still sleep with him, and he recently got a skin called Formal 76, and oh my god, it is the hottest thing I've ever seen in my life. Like, I really like a man in uniform, and that skin really hit the spot. They absolutely knew what they were doing, that's all I'm saying. Okay, so I've never watched like Voltron, as in like the edition from the noughties / late 90s. I never watched that. But I did watch Voltron Legendary Defender, and for some reason I liked the Pringles guy, Karan. I don't know why. His voice is kind of, well, he's from New Zealand, the voice actor. His voice is kind of weird. I don't know why I liked him, but I did. And also he was hot when he was younger. So I guess he's in the C tier. I think I'd sleep with him because I want to know how it works, because he's Altean. And also, my friend watches Voltron / saw it when Legendary Defender came out, and I could be like, yeah, so Karan works like this, you know? I was actually having a conversation with her, and I was like, guess who I have a crush on from Voltron? And she was guessing, and she was like, she guessed Karan jokingly, and I was like, yeah, and she was like, you what? It was an experience. Okay, so next we have Carl. I don't know if you all have seen Terminator Dark Fate. I really liked it. People called it bad, but I really enjoyed it. I think it was mainly because, spoilers, Carl, who is the Terminator, played by Arnold Schwarzenegger. I love him. He's got a dog and a wife and a child, if I remember correctly, and it's so fucking cute. I love it so much. And also he's tall and big, and I like size difference. So he can go in B tier, because I would absolutely sleep with him. Okay, next up is the medic. I think this is the guy I've actually liked the longest out of everyone on this list. I've liked him for about a year, since like the start of the last summer holidays, so around a year, just a little bit under a year. And he ticks all of the boxes. By all the boxes I mean German, muscular, tall, and he's got big hands. Like the TF2 art style depicts that he has massive hands. I don't know why the art style is like that, but it makes me very thirsty. And I saw this guy and I was like, he's kind of hot. Like I saw him like 9 years ago on the loading screen when I first loaded up TF2 on my dad's computer. But I loaded it up and I saw the medic and I was like, oh, he's kind of a hot character. And the last year during the summer holidays after I finished online work, I was like, I want to do fan fiction. That doctor character from TF2 was kind of hot. So I just read a bunch of fan fiction, and yeah, here we are. So he's gonna go in S tier because I would sleep with him, I would marry him, etc. Like the other day I went into town and there's a fountain there, so I got a penny out of my purse and I flicked it in the fountain. Well, I was like, yeah, I wish the medic was real and that we were married, and I threw it into the fountain. And I know you're not supposed to tell wishes to anyone, but it's not gonna come true anyway, so you know, nothing wrong with that. Okay, so next up is Norm. I don't know if you all have seen Phineas and Ferb, but he's baby. I don't want to sleep with him because I don't want to sleep with him because he's too much of a pure boy. But he's amazing, and I love him so much. He's so cute for no reason. Okay, so Michael Lees, he's a YouTuber. He makes the robots. He made the Roomba that screams when it bumps into stuff, and the surgery robots, and lots of other pretty pointless robots, you know. But he's very smart, and God, I wish that only I could code like that. He is so smart and funny. So yeah, he goes in B tier because I like him. I won't sleep with him, and also he has a girlfriend. But I like him a lot, and I think he'd be cool to be like friends with, and or cuddle buddies. That term kind of makes me cringe, don't know why, but I think he'd be nice to cuddle with. And also I'd feel super cool because he's 5'4" and I'm taller than him, so I'm 5'7". Okay, Tenya Ida. So he was the first guy I liked in My Hero Academia, and then I liked Mirio, and then I liked Renju Todoroki, but we didn't talk about that because he's a trash human, so yeah. Anyway, Tenya goes in A tier, no, B tier, because I like him a lot. I wouldn't sleep with him because he is a child, and I am 19. He's like 16, I think. So yeah, but and that's kind of nasty. But I like him a lot. He's a speedy boy. I don't know. I like his hair. I like his glasses. He just has a nice face. I wish my hair was the same as his. Okay, so the last one is Mirio. I love this guy so much. He's baby. He's so cute, and I really need more Mirio content in season 5. Like we're 11 or 12 episodes in, and he was in like the first couple episodes. Oh, by the way, this is my Twitter, JCC5____. I don't know why I put 3 underscores. I think I needed like 6 characters, and since my name is J, it's in the letter. Twitter didn't like that, and I was like, underscores it is then. So yeah, that's my Twitter. I draw art on there. I actually have some Curse Medic art I'm working on at the moment that will be up there soon. Okay, so I forgot that I liked Illinois, which is a Markiplier ego. He can go in B tier because I would sleep with him. He's very smooth, and he's just very smooth, and I like him a lot. So anyway, that's it for this video. I will see you guys when I upload next time, eventually. Don't know when, but I will. So what did you think of my tier list? So like, do you agree with me? Do you disagree? Do you not know who these people are? Because that's completely, yeah, it do be like that sometimes. Like, not a lot of people know who Jeff Kaplan is, and Nick Offerman, Ray Wilson, James Marriott, Rudy Jaeger. He's fictional, and if you haven't played Wolfenstein, you'll have no idea who I'm on about. Fun fact, I can't pronounce his first name because of the way the Germans say the R. I can't roll my R's, and that's what they do with it. So I can't actually say his name, which is really sad. So I'm probably best off calling her Jaeger. Her Jaeger. Anyway, Eren Jaeger. I haven't seen Attack on Titan. I do need to watch it. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video whenever I next upload. Bye bye. Hey guys, I just wanted to add something that I forgot. This is just a quick edit. Colossus from Deadpool, he used to be one of my crushes. I completely forgot about him, but there were 32 people in this video, including Illinois. So yeah, basically Colossus goes in S tier because I love him so much and he's amazing.